Hi everyone, thanks for watching. I really appreciate you being here. I'm so excited to share this video with you today. I have been working really hard on it and it might be my favorite video that I've ever made. It definitely means the most to me, and so I'm just super excited to share it with you. I'm even more excited to share with you the secret that I have been keeping from you for months. You probably guessed it from the thumbnail or the title, but I'm going somewhere. And at the end of the video, I promise I will tell you where that is and all of my travel plans. But before I do that, I want to tell you why I'm going there. And to do that, we need to go back in time to when I decided that I was gonna start a YouTube channel. So I'm gonna show you some older footage, and that's gonna help tell you the story of why I'm going there. And at the end of the video, I promise I will share with you everything. So please watch the whole video. Like I said, it means a lot to me. I'm super excited for this next chapter. And yeah, let's get started. Okay, so in this first clip, this is from my Instagram when I was announcing to my friends and family that I was going to be taking a month-long solo road trip in my camper and that I was starting a YouTube channel and I was gonna be vlogging about it. I was super nervous to post this video because it was just like no going back after that. And I didn't think anyone would take me seriously, and I know it's just like everyone's starting a YouTube channel right now, you know, like so why me? And I had just gotten started recording myself and I felt really awkward. I still feel really awkward, but yeah, I was super nervous to press post on this one. I'm glad I did because it paid off, and you know, sometimes you got to do those hard things to, you know, make your dreams happen. So I'm glad I did, but yeah, just know I was super nervous. So we'll start here, I'll check in after, and yeah, let's start watching. Hi friends. I wanted to get on here and make a video, hopefully not too awkward of one because I am getting more used to this, but it's still weird. So I wanted to fill you guys in on kind of what I've been up to and what my plans are. I have been posting a little bit. I've been hinting at things on what my plans are, but I think out of maybe fear, I have not really publicly told anyone what I'm up to. But basically what I'm doing, as a lot of you know, I am renovating my camper. I've been doing that since 2020. I am going to be leaving at the end of June, and I'm going to be taking my camper on a month-long road trip. My dad's gonna come with me. Then we're gonna go to Florida, which we have to be there for a funeral in July. And then after Florida, my dad's gonna fly back to Colorado, and I'm going to take the camper all by myself with my new 4Runner, which I also haven't posted about because I don't have it yet. And we're gonna take my 4Runner named Luna. I'm gonna take my camper named Amelia, and us three are going to be traveling around the United States for a month. You might be wondering why my camper is named Amelia. She's named after Amelia Earhart, the first female pilot to fly across the Atlantic. She started off as a passenger and was the first female to fly across the Atlantic, and she said, that's not good enough, I want to pilot it myself. And so then she became the first female to pilot across the Atlantic, and that is just super inspiring. And being a solo female that's going to pilot this camper across the United States on my road trip, potentially longer if I want to turn it into full-time. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. It's been tugging at my heartstrings for a long time, but I needed to go live on the road, and this month is going to kind of be the make or break. I'm saying that it's a month because that gives me a get out of jail free card if it doesn't work, but really in my heart of hearts I think it's going to, and really in my heart of hearts I think I'm going to be living nomadically. So that's huge to say out loud. It's huge to say to people. I'm a big believer in making your dreams come true and creating your dream life, and so that's what I'm doing, and I'm figuring it out. And I really just feel that as long as I stay true to myself, as long as I do what feels right to me, the universe is going to take care of me, and I just really think it's gonna work out, and that is wild. Yeah, follow me along for the rest of the journey. I would appreciate your support. Ideally, I would love to be doing this full-time, and there's a lot of people out there that are doing it. and social media is the best way to help them do that. So I would love your support. If you could follow me, like my Instagram, go subscribe to my YouTube. It's linked in my Instagram. It hasn't started yet, but if you subscribe, you'll be notified when I do post my first video. And yeah, thank you guys. Follow your dreams and do what feels right. Okay, so you probably realized that the month-long road trip in Amelia didn't happen, and that's okay. Stuff doesn't always go as planned, and I'll talk about that more in a minute, but basically what happened was I was planning on taking the Forerunner and Amelia to Florida for the funeral, so we had a certain date that we had to be there by, and there was a delay with getting the Forerunner from the port to St. Louis. It like stayed at the port longer or something like that. I don't even really know, but there was a delay and I wasn't gonna be able to fly out to St. Louis, pick it up, drive it back, then hook it up, drive it to Florida in time for the funeral. It just was cutting it way too close and we weren't able to do it. The Forerunner actually ended up, I think, arriving in St. Louis the day after the funeral, and yeah, so anyways, we went to Florida, I filmed that silent vlog, we came back, and a couple days later I ended up leaving to St. Louis to go pick up the Forerunner, drive it back. You guys all saw those videos, and yeah. So shortly after I got back from St. Louis, that's when I got the news that I am going where I'm going to be going. And so I realized that I needed to save my money and that the month-long road trip was just going to be put on hold for now. And so I'm still gonna do it eventually, maybe next summer. I definitely still wanna do it. But yeah, it's just on hold for now. Anyways, if you're wondering when that's happening, that's why it's not happening right now. Okay, so in this next clip, this is from my Utah trip. This is after I'd announced what I was doing, and I had started to get some really positive feedback from people, especially women, about me traveling by myself, camping by myself, taking the trailer by myself. I was starting to inspire some people, and that was really crazy because I had only posted maybe 1 or 2 videos, and I don't know, it was pretty wild, but it felt really good, and I felt brave enough to share kind of what inspired me to start doing this and start putting it out there. And so yeah, let's watch this and then I will share my thoughts at the end. So I realized, I guess, after the breakup that I shouldn't have to give up doing the things that I enjoy or doing the things that I enjoy doing with him just because I'm not with him or because I'm not with a guy, because I can do all this stuff on my own. And I think women are so commonly talked down to that, like, we can't do this stuff. We're not strong enough to do this stuff. We're not brave enough to do this stuff. It's not safe enough to do this stuff. And if I had $1 for every time someone asked me if I was bringing a dog or a gun, I'd be rich. I could quit my job. Like, I don't know. That's why I'm doing this stuff. To A, write my story in being a solo female traveler, a solo camper, a female that does stuff by herself, because that's just so rare, and I think that's awesome. And so A, I want to write my own story, but B, I want to inspire other women to go write their stories. It doesn't have to include a man. I'm not saying that you shouldn't have a man in your life. I'm not, definitely not like anti-man, but I don't know. I just feel really empowered to like do this stuff, and the feedback I've been getting from women that, you know, hear what I'm doing, they're like, especially older women, they're like, wow, you're doing what I should have done so many years ago. So after I posted a couple videos, I started getting some messages from people saying like, wow, you're so inspiring, and I'm going camping by myself next weekend because of you. And I was just like, whoa, like I've barely been doing this and strangers are going camping next weekend because of me. What? But I took it really seriously because I was like, wow, I have barely posted a couple videos. I hardly know what I'm doing. And if I can inspire people in that short amount of time to get out there and, you know, get outside their comfort zones and do something that they want to do solo, or do something that scares them, or whatever, if I can inspire people in just a few short videos time, what can I do if I really took this seriously and actually wanted to produce content full time? And so I started to ponder that and manifest that and actually like put it into fruition that I was really going to take this seriously, because I always felt like there was something more that I was supposed to be doing, and I love helping people and inspiring people and helping their dreams come true. And so this is part of my way of doing that, I guess. And I guess I finally found my vehicle in doing that. And so, yeah. So what happens next is I'm drinking my morning coffee, I think, and I'm scrolling on Instagram, and I see this post come through about this content creator retreat that is hosted by this coach and these YouTubers that have over 100,000 subscribers on YouTube, and they want to do this retreat to teach content creators how to do this full time. And so I was like, oh my gosh, I need to apply. Like, I didn't really think I was gonna get it, to be honest. I think I had less than 300 followers on Instagram, and I think I had about 30 subscribers on YouTube. I really didn't think that they would take me seriously. I was so new at this. But I decided to go for it, and I put my whole soul into that application and applied immediately. There's limited spots on the retreat. I just really didn't think I was gonna get it, to be honest. But I did it anyways, because, you know, the worst thing that can happen is no. So I applied, and I'm really glad that I did, because about half a week later, I get an email saying, you know, hey, we loved your responses and we want to have an interview with you. And so that is what this next clip is about, my first interview. So let's watch that, and then I will check in again. Oh my God, guys. I just had my interview for the content creator retreat. That was scary. I have not had an interview since high school. Like, I've been self-employed since I was 19. And so, like, even the interview that I have had was for an ice cream shop. I think I did okay. I hope I did. I hope they like me. I hope they see potential in me and think that I would be worth coaching. That would be incredible. I don't know. They told me that I'll find out soon. So fingers crossed for me, guys. So I had my first interview, and I was so nervous. Like I said, I think my only interview that I've ever had was maybe for an ice cream shop back when I was 14. I was so nervous for the interview, and I was also nervous because I was interviewing with these YouTubers that I had seen on screen. They've got tons of subscribers, and I was just like, oh my God, celebrities. But anyways, so yeah, the interview went well, and I got an email later that afternoon saying that they liked me and that they wanted me to come back for another interview. And so that's what this next video is about, and yeah, I'll check in after that one. You guys, I made it to round 3. Can you believe it? Oh my God, like, me! I have no words. I'm so excited. Like, I feel so grateful for where I am in life right now. So grateful that the universe has my back. Everything that's been falling into place for me lately, like, it's out of this world. And I'm so grateful that these content creators and coaches, they see enough potential in me that they might be willing to take 10 days out of their life to coach me on how to be successful. Like, what? I'm just like, I can't believe it. It's incredible. I'm like, I have no words. I have another interview next week, and that's when they'll tell me if I made it or not. So I just felt so much gratitude at that point that I had made it as far as I did, because like I heard later there was over 100 applications, and when they called me in for the first interview, I had made it into the top 20. And to even just make it into the top 20, I was like, wow, like how did I do that? Wow. And so then when I got called in for the final interview, I was just like, oh my God, like this might actually be happening. Like I just couldn't believe it. And yeah, so anyways, next clip is my final interview, and I will check in after this clip. I'm probably gonna cry watching this. Every time I watch it, I cry, and and yeah, when I check in after this, I will share all my travel plans. Thank you for watching this far, and yeah, keep watching.
So we would like to offer you a spot on the retreat.
Yay!
I'll take that as a yes.
Yeah. I mean, you're gonna make me cry.
Awesome, congratulations. I'm so excited to have you on.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm so excited. I'm like squealing.
Perfect. All right, have a good rest of your day.
Thank you, you too. I'll talk to you soon.
Thank you, bye.
Bye. You guys, I'm going to Bali. I just put my mascara on and it's running. The power of manifestation is out of this world. Like, if you align yourself and stay true to yourself, the universe will take care of you. Like, this is what I want. I feel like this is the path that I'm meant to be on. And I don't know what the rest of my life is gonna look like, but I know that this is the path to lead me to that. And I've always felt that there was more out there that I was meant to be doing. I didn't know what that looked like. I made it into the top 10. 10 out of 100. 100 people applied, and they chose me. They believe in me enough. They said, there's something really special about you, and we believe in you, and we want to help you be successful in that. And they said, you're on the right path. I'm going to Bali. I'm just so grateful. Like, I cannot believe the things that I have been able to accomplish by just staying true to myself and doing what feels right. Even if that's not what society's telling me to do. I'm just doing what is true to me. It's crazy. Like, this is no longer just something I want to do. This is something that's happening. Like, it's literally happening in front of me. The rest of my life is happening right now. You can literally do anything. You can accomplish anything. You can make your wildest dreams come true. If I'm doing it, you can do it.
Take back my life. It's time to go my own way. Across the horizon, I've been dreaming about it every day. I believe we're wild and free. I feel so alive, so alive. I feel so alive, feel so alive. I don't know
so excited to share this next chapter with you guys. And I want to thank each and every one of you that has been there so far, even while I've been brand new and stuck with me through the rattling camera and the, you know, awkwardness on screen and everything else. I just want to thank you because, you know, this is how you get started, and I'm really excited for, you know, producing more content for you and hopefully inspiring people to get out there and go outside their comfort zones and do what feels right to them and, you know, make their dreams happen. So yeah, thank you. I really, really, really appreciate you. I hope you stick around for the adventure. I leave in less than a month, so I've got a lot of work to do. In the meantime, I have been working my butt off since getting accepted into this retreat to get ready to A, be gone for a month, but B, learn everything that I can about content creation and improve my, you know, editing skills and my Photoshop skills and you know, build my following and everything. So I've been trying really, really hard to make this all happen. And yeah, less than a month now, man. It is coming fast. So you want to hear my travel plans? So the retreat is in Bali, Indonesia. And I will be flying into Jakarta and hunkering down for a couple days to adjust to the time change and recover from the travel. This will be my longest travel day that I've ever had. I believe it is 28 hours of travel to get there from Colorado. So I'm gonna be pretty dead when I arrive. And so I'm gonna be staying at a hotel in Jakarta to just kind of recover for a couple days. And then I will be meeting up with one of the other creators that was accepted into the retreat. And we will be going on an adventure together. And I don't really want to share too much of what we're doing, but I'm really excited for it. A little bit nervous because it is quite adventurous. But basically it is a 3-day, 2-night adventure that involves some early mornings, some hiking, and a gas mask. So stay tuned for that video. After the adventure that her and I go on, we will be going to the retreat. It's 10 days long, learning everything we can, meeting up with some really amazing people that I've already been able to, you know, connect with and become friends with. I talk to some of them almost every day, and I cannot wait to actually meet them in person, and it just feels like, you know, it's gonna be one big reunion at this point, and I'm so excited. We have so much planned during that retreat. I believe there's some waterfalls involved, potentially some monkeys, lots of beautiful things and lots of knowledge. I cannot wait for everything that I'm gonna learn and that I can apply to, you know, make this dream of mine come true. So yeah, after the retreat in Bali, I will be going to an island that is known for some creatures that remind me of dinosaurs. But it's gonna be beautiful, and yeah, it's gonna be pretty great. So I'm excited for that. I will all in all be gone for about a month, and after Indonesia, I don't really know where I'm going. The original plan was to go to Australia for a month, but the real estate market has different plans for me. If you don't know, I am a realtor, and that's my only source of income right now. If you've been paying attention to the market at all, things have shifted a lot and pretty much come to a screeching halt, which also means that my income has come to a screeching halt. And so I have multiple transactions going on right now that in our previous market would have been no issue for me to rely on that income to go to Australia. But unfortunately, when I decided to, you know, travel the world and buy an expensive car, the real estate market shifted. So things have been a little bit interesting.
I'm in danger!
I don't know. I keep telling myself that just like it happened with the month-long road trip and how that didn't happen, but the universe had bigger plans for me. That's what I keep telling myself. The universe has bigger plans for me. Australia is not meant to happen right now, but maybe it'll happen eventually. I want it to happen eventually. I cannot wait to go to Australia. I've already met a bunch of people down there that I really want to hang out with in person. I've made a bunch of friends, and yeah, I'm super bummed if this isn't gonna work out. I say if because never say never. Maybe a miracle will happen and all of my transactions will close and I will be going to Australia. I don't know. At this point, I kind of don't think it's gonna happen, but you know, power of positivity. Let's try. So yeah, after Indonesia though, if Australia doesn't happen, I don't really know where I'm going. I have a one-way ticket, and so I can pretty much go anywhere. Do I come home and, you know, go camping and, you know, whatever? Or do I try and go somewhere that's less expensive? Because if you didn't know, Australia is really expensive to travel to. So maybe I go somewhere else that's less expensive to travel to. I don't know. So yeah, you know as much as I do at this point, really. But yeah, that's pretty much my travel plans, and thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed making it. Like I said, it's probably my favorite video that I've ever made, and it definitely is the one that means the most to me. So I appreciate all of you. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Next week's video is also going to be a banger, so subscribe and hit the bell notification because that one you do not want to miss. I'm not kidding you. I'm not going to tell you, but it's going to be good. All right, thank you. Bye.